hi there, sitting there at home, a little education about the world of magic, which, as you know, is my hobby, and of course my job, I suppose. But magic over the years has changed enormously, from being, I don't know, where you could get arrested for it and even burned at the stake, to going into large theatres where they performed wondrous illusions. And you can still see that in some theatres today. But in the world of cabaret, it became important that the magician performed tiny magic. But he still wanted illusion. So they invented illusionettes. This is an illusionette. And it stands here. As you can see, it's portable. It would go in the back of the car and stuff like that. And it would be performed with pieces of things like this. Now, this is a piece of rope. If I can get it off there. A piece of rope, you can see like that. And that's all there is to it, a piece of rope. But it's got little ends on. Where's the end? There it is. And you can see it's sharpened because it fits through the illusionette. Now, the person who's going to be involved in this miniature illusion is a lady from our audience, brought on by the ever-lovely Debbie McGee. Hello there. Nice to meet you. You all right? Yeah? Feeling cool, calm, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Not nervous?
A bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I would be too if I knew what was going to happen. I would be nervous. Have you ever been sawn in half before?
No.
Well, in the sawing in half, you see, they found it difficult in cabaret because it was so big. So they evolved this sort of fantastic way to saw somebody in half. The victim, the volunteer. Jill, what's your name, volunteer?
Suzanne.
Suzanne who?
Hodgson.
Suzanne Hodgson. Would step freely, willingly, and without coercion into the little open work cabinet. That's what the volunteer would do. Pardon? Now, yes, you don't knock it over. In fact, because of the bubbles on the front, stolen from the four-poster, what you would have to do is keep your handies up like that. You can rest them on there if you want to, all right? Now, this is going to get stuffed through the side like that. Now, would you like to pull it out the other side yourself, just to prove, that's it. Yes, now pull hard, it's only time. That's it, see? Now, Debbie takes that, but you now know that the rope really does go through the cabinet, yes? Yeah. And if we do the same thing at this end, like this, there's another little hole here, and would you like to pull that out yourself? And give it to me. Now, as you can see, by hauling the rope up like that, you can see how the rope now swathes and swaggers its way across the stage. It's good, isn't it? Now, would you believe it is possible for a human body, Suzanne, to pass through the solid matter of that rope?
No.
No. We cover it over like this. What I do is I just cover it over with this. Now, could you just hold that for me there? Would you mind? Hold it, don't let it unroll, just hold it like that. Now, this is a little banner, all right? Shame your name's not Anna. Now, you just take a little tiny step forward. That's it, so you're against the rope. And now, let the banner unfurl. Keep hold of the top. Keep hold, that's it. And just that's it. Now, you can see that there are certain ladies who can't get in the illusionette, aren't they? I mean, and of course, you're not one of those, are you? Say no, Paul. Now, what I'm going to do now is very important. What I do is I take this rope here, you see, and I say to Debbie, could you step right up to the rope? That's the idea. And once you've stepped right up to the rope like that, Debbie and I are going to pull it really tight. This will create a sort of a cutting action. Do you understand that? Now, as we cut, now it's impossible for you. Do you mind if I lift your skirt? I just lift your skirt and show the people the rope is, oh yes, this one. And so the rope is still there, okay? Now, Debbie, get ready, pull it tight, okay? Pull it tight, Debbie, the rope. Have you got it tight? Yeah. Okay, are you ready now? Are you ready for this, Suzanne? I want you to just walk forward. The rope is tight, just walk slowly forward. That's it. So forward, through the rope. You're going through the rope, Suzanne. You're going through the rope. Could you step to one side? You've done it. You've gone right through the rope. How did you do that? Amazing. This girl is fantastic. Here we go. Come a look. Just so you know what you look like, Suzanne. Beautiful music to introduce a rather odd item, because we're always trying to bring you unusual people, persons with mysterious qualities. It suddenly occurred to us in a planning meeting the other day that I am the oddest thing you're ever likely to see on this program. I mean, not odd because I walk funny or anything like that. I mean, odd in my descendants, well, my antecedents, the people that I've inherited all these characteristics from. They're all here. This is my family tree. Many, many years ago, when I was 23, that's me, 23. Don't look a day older. Thank you. I was married to a widow, was as pretty as could be. The widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her, and so the two were wed. That's my dad. This made my dad my son-in-law and changed my very life. You see, my daughter became my mother because she was my father's wife. And to complicate the matter, though it only brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. My little baby then became a brother-in-law to Dad, and so became my uncle. Now it made me very sad, because if he was my uncle, then he also was the brother of the widow's grown-up daughter, who of course was my stepmother. Following it? Father's wife then had a child who kept them on the run. My brother. My brother became my grandchild, 'cause he was my daughter's son. Now my wife's my mother's mother, and it makes me blue, 'cause even though she is my wife, she is my grandma too. Now, if my wife is my grandma, then I am her grandchild. And every time I think what's next, it really drives me wild, because I have become the strangest case you ever saw. And just in case you haven't followed this so far and want to take notes, many, many years ago when I was 23, I was married to a widow, was as pretty as could be, and the widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My daddy fell in love with her, and soon the two were wed. This made my dad my son-in-law, it changed my very life. My daughter became my mother, 'cause she was my father's wife, and to complicate the matter, though it only brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. My little baby then became a brother-in-law to Dad, and so became my uncle. Now it made me very sad, 'cause if he was my uncle, then he also was the brother of the widow's grown-up daughter, who of course was my stepmother. Father's wife then had a child and kept him on the run, and he became my grandchild, 'cause he was my daughter's son. Now my wife's my mother's mother, and it makes me blue, 'cause even though she is my wife, she is my grandma too. Think about this. Now, if my wife is my grandma, then I am her grandchild. And every time I think what's next, it really drives me wild, 'cause now I have become the strangest case you ever saw. As the husband of my own grandma, I am my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It's true, I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. I'm my own grandpa. Takes a lot of believing, doesn't it? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had, of course, Chinese acts on the show before, but this is unlike any of the other things we've ever had. This is straight theatre, a Chinese opera company. But unlike the opera in this country, their opera seems to involve not just the colour and the music, but also dazzling displays of acrobatic skills and juggling skills, all in one play, piece of music, whatever you call it. This is different. I can just say, don't switch off. You've got to watch this. What you're about to see is the culmination of quite a long piece. We can't show you it all, I'm afraid. But it is the most exciting piece. It's a battle between a lady warrior and her 4 demons, okay? They're on her side. They're dressed up, and their makeup is all like clown-like makeup. Now, the bad guy he's got a red face. He's actually called the treasurer, and his army are there to protect his silver. She's there to try to win on behalf of all the good people in the world. That's you and me and the audience here. So this really is the best Chinese opera company of them all. Will you please give a very big warm welcome to the Shanghai Kunju Theatre Company. we're sitting here looking at three coffee mugs, I suppose you'd call them, but they're not mine. They're being brought by two volunteers from the audience, but they were got at in advance by the BBC. And they said, would you bring along 3 teacups or coffee mugs, something like that? And these are yours.
Yes, they are.
Yep. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve who?
Biggs.
Steve Biggs. You're sick of all those gags, aren't you? Yes? And you thought you were marrying into money. Yes, I know. Yes. So what's your name? Paula. Okay, Paula. What you're here for, you don't really have to do very much, but it's very important. A lot of people write in after we do a stunt like this, and they say, there's somebody out there behind the cameras waving their hands and giving me clues, you see, things like that. So you're here as a witness that everything here is above board, and when I'm facing that way, there's no little speakers in here, nothing in here or anything like that, and you're here, and this has nothing to do with your name of Biggs, I promise you. What's your name first? Steve? Steve. Do you have any money on you?
Yes.
Yeah. I want you to take out a piece of paper money. You can bring it above the table so the people can see you're not cheating, but I want you to take it out and keep the queen side away from me, okay? What you do is you scrumple that up with the queen inside. Just make a loose ball. That's it. Now make it into a loose ball, all right? You scrumple it into a loose ball. Now, when I'm facing the other way, you drop it in one of the mugs and you exchange the other two over, all right? Do you understand that? So you drop it in this one and swap those two, okay? Do you get the idea? That's what you do. So you take your little balled up piece of paper, your tenner, and you drop it into one of the mugs, all right? And then you exchange the other two over. Tell me when you've done that, because I can't see.
Done it.
You've done it. Now, because of the wings on the chair here, you see, I have no peripheral vision. The easy way to do this trick is to find where the tenor is like this. It's in that one. You are not impressed with that, are you? Say no, Paul.
No,
so I'll tell you what to do. Turn the mugs face down, all right? Just turn them face down. And once you've got them face down, like that, all right? Now, these are your mugs, that's your money, and I want you to do exactly the same thing, but while they're face down. Don't pick the mugs up, just slide them on the table, okay? Under one, swap the other two. Keep the handles pointing the same way at all times. Tell me when you've done it, because it's important.
Done it.
Good. Now, because you've done that, you have to agree that if I'm looking that way, I can't see anything that way. I've got no clues as to where the £10 note could be, you would think. But by using extrasensory perception, then you could say it was here. Couldn't you?
Yes.
Yes. You look surprised. Didn't you know where you put it?
I forgot.
You forgot. This could be easy. All right, now, I wonder if we can make it a little more complicated, all right? I want you to remember, this is position 1, position 2, position 3, all right? Not cup 1, 2, and 3, position 1, 2, and 3. I'll face the other way, and you do as I say. See how we get along, all right? This might work, it might not, because under these conditions, these things get pretty impossible. Now, what you do is you put it under one of the mugs, all right? Tell me when you've done that. You've just put it under one of the mugs, haven't you?
I've done it, yes.
Good. Would you exchange the other two, just as you did before? And tell me when you've done that.
Done it.
Now, remembering that that's position 1, that's 2, and that's 3, without lifting them off the table, only by sliding around, exchange any 2 cups you like, but tell me whether it's 1, 2, or 3 that you're exchanging. You would exchange 1 and 3, or 2 and 3, or something like that.
1 and 2.
You've exchanged 1 and 2.
Yes.
Right. Now, would you like to do that again? That's still 1, 2, and 3. Would you like to do it again and tell me which 2 you've exchanged?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. It's up to you. Do you want to do it again?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Call out which 2 and exchange them over.
1 and 3.
Okay. Do you want to do it again? It
No.
really is up to you.
No.
You don't. All right. So what's happened now is you have mixed up the mugs extensively. All right. Do you know which has got your note under it now?
Think so.
You think so. But you know that I couldn't know. I mean, there's no way. Here are 3 mugs. They're on the table, and you've been mixing them up. I believe that your note is underneath that mug. Okay? And I believe that these two are empty. And I'm right. These are empty, and this is your £10 note. Yes? Yes. Good. Are ready to take them home? All right? Now, that's your tenner. Haven't touched it. You've been shoving it under the cups and things like that. I want you now to take that and hold it tight in your hand. Okay? Just keep holding it. No, above the table so people can see you're not cheating. All right? And I want you to concentrate on your hand, because sometimes when you've heard of this thing called subliminal observation. Everybody's talking about it. Except you, yeah? Well, what it is you actually took the note out of your pocket and you glanced at it as you folded it. Your secondary senses see everything at once. It's all recorded in your brain somewhere, okay? So what I'm going to do is try to pick up the thoughts on this paper, all right? Right. I may get it wrong, but I think if I start with that could be okay. And then that. You're really making sure I don't cheat. You, don't you? Yeah, okay. I think that. This is, I don't know whether I've got this right. I think I might have a number 2. I might not. You never know, because I really don't know. Okay, you've concentrated enough. Unfold your note. Once you've got it unfolded, I tell you what I want you to do with it. I want you to read out loudly the serial number on the note. Read it out.
CR 439000625.
I'll just put that there for the people at home who don't believe. Put it there and get it right. Now, was the location of the note in there some mysterious mental power? Was this mind reading, or was it just extrasensory deception? Ladies and gentlemen, there was a great show on Broadway a couple of years ago. Sadly, it never made it over here to London, but nevertheless, keep your fingers crossed. It was called Sugar Babies, and what they did was they recreated burlesque, you know, from the old days of theatre, with a new tradition of speciality acts. And my next guest is one of a line of acts we've been bringing over from that show. We had Michael Davis, who was a comedy juggler. We had Ron Lucas, brilliant ventriloquist. And next in line, the juggler, we have got here Frank Olivier.
Hi, my name is Frank Olivier. I'm going to perform some juggling for you. Thank you. Starting out with the fine art of 3 club juggling. Now, some tricks. The helicopter. Thank you. Thank you both. The club on the chin balancing trick. Okay, would you like to see it again? Wait, it gets even better. It gets better. The club on the nose balancing trick. First, the club in the eye trick. The club on the nose. Oh, damn. The helicopter. Under the leg. Wow. Under the opposite leg with the same hand. Wow. Under the same leg with the opposite hand. Wow. Thank you. Under the opposite leg with the opposite hand. Everybody. Wow. I know what you're thinking now. You're thinking, wow. Under both legs with the same hand. Okay, now I'm thinking, wow. Under one leg with both hands. Okay, usually people applaud here. Almost dropped one. Now, under the opposite leg with neither hand. For the finish of the under the legs, under both legs with both hands. Okay, sir, I haven't done it yet. Just try and follow the rest of the crowd. A trick so difficult that even thinking about it. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, really funny, huh? Ha, ha, ha. I bet you don't like it when you're having a hard day and there's people laughing at you. Just shut up. Oh no. Did you just get here? Great. The helicopter. The twins. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. Now, a very beautiful trick, an aesthetically beautiful trick. The trout swimming upstream. Even more aesthetically beautiful, a whole bunch of trout swimming upstream. And now an ugly trick, the dead trout floating downstream. Now, my own personal favorite, the helicopter. For the finish of the three-club juggling, a difficult, dangerous, and violent trick. This is known as chops. Here it is, chops. Ladies and gentlemen, not 3, but 4 clubs. Wait, you guys are a great crowd. Would you like to see a new trick I've been working on? Usually I do 4 clubs here. I'm going to try it. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 clubs. 5 clubs is the mark of excellence. 5 clubs. That's 1. 5 clubs. Okay, wait. I have one request. If I do get this going, please, applaud very quickly. Thank you. These, ladies and gentlemen, are pickaxes. Pickaxes should never, never be juggled. Silence, please. Silence. be great. These are torches which have been dipped in camp fuel. This is a lighter. Paul, give me a hand. Hold the torches. Hold the lighter. Don't light them yet.
Oh.
Let me get far enough away. Paul, I'll tell you what you're to do in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Frank Olivier, am going to perform the riding of the 6-foot unicycle. Much, much more dangerous than that, I'm going to perform the mounting of the 6-foot unicycle. This is known as the 6-foot unicycle mount. And it is known to those performers who have tried it and failed as the 6-foot unicycle mount. I put a foot on the tire, another one on the pedal, jump up and come down straddle on the seat. Paul, when I ask you to, you step over here, light the torches, jump up onto the unicycle. That's another joke, Paul. You hand me the torches, all three unlit.
Okay, no problem.
Good luck, Paul. Ow! Not quite yet, Paul. Okay. Paul! Bring me the damn torches. Wait, hang on. I'll be around in a moment. Put the torches in your right hand.
Should I follow you?
Give me something. Give me your hand. Give me something to lean on, Paul. Paul, turn around.
I am turning.
Paul, wait. Watch the tire. That's the main thing here, Paul.
Okay.
Paul, watch the tire.
Okay, I'm watching
Okay,
the
you
time.
got that?
Yeah, I'm watching
Okay, face the crowd.
it. Yeah?
That's great. Paul, I'll be around in a moment.
It's okay, no
We're
problem.
dancing cheek to cheek.
It's always nice to give an act of hand.
I can't believe it. I got a watch from a magician.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. If you people could see the watch, you would know it was just a joke. Hand me the torches.
Yeah?
Now stand up straight.
I am. This is over.
Before you light these, this is working out really well because these torches burst into a big ball of fire very quickly. And Paul, you don't have a whole lot to lose.
I used to have, but I took it off.
Hey, Paul, I can see myself. I'm sorry, you don't mind these jokes, do you, Paul? No. Light the torches over here. That's great, but don't leave yet.
Fine.
Okay, Paul, it's very important. Paul.
Yeah.
It's very important you follow these last directions to the letter.
I will, I
When
will.
I let go of your head, Paul,
Yeah.
you run.
I will,
Are you ready?
Yeah.
On your mark, get set, get out of here.
I will.
A big hand for Paul. Thank you. That's it. Thank you, Paul, for having me on your show. This will be my finale. This is a trick I've been wanting to try for a long time. Right now, I'm thinking of my torch juggling teacher. I wonder how he himself would do this very trick if he were alive today. Here's my method. Wait, hold your applause, because I have one final trick. It's not the helicopter, no. That trick doesn't work with torches. I think Paul tried it. One final trick. One final trick. Under the leg. You got it. This might be entitled The Juggler in Heat. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Olivier. Funny man. Well, as you well know, if you watch the programme regularly, occasionally we go out and about and record magic tricks in the open air that are probably more effective for that. Because if we did them in here, you would say, oh, yeah, it's studio, funny stage, something like that. So, because of what we wanted to do, we found a place that there couldn't be any trapdoors or anything like that. We went in the middle of a football field. The football field was in the middle of a Gurkha camp. I know it's hard to believe, but here's me arriving. Have a look. Well, I'm actually here to visit the 6th Queen Elizabeth's own Gurkha Rifles, just to visit. I'm not fighting them because they're one of the most respected regiments in the British Army. They've actually been very kind to us and lent us a field to use for a great illusion. Now the first thing is we have to get in past the guard room and meet the commanding officer, Colonel Anderson.
Paul, welcome to Six Gurkhas.
I'm glad to be here.
Welcome the Jadawala.
The Jadawala? Oh yeah, that's a magician, isn't it, in Nepalese?
Right.
I'm a magician, so I'll show you a trick. Thank you, driver. Well, this is your field, but it's our tent, but it's your soldiers. How many have you got?
Just over 700 here at the moment.
700. Here.
Here in the UK, yes.
Others disperse it.
Others disperse it.
In secret
everywhere.
places. There's someone I must ask you to meet. It's a well-known face to the people at home. It's Johnny Morris.
Okay.
Johnny, hello.
Very
Nice
nice.
to meet
Colonel
you.
Anderson, and I'm what's left of Paul Daniels.
How are you? All right.
Well, I want you, all three of us, in fact, to come inside here. This is an exploded tent, John.
Yeah.
I know we didn't even allow you in at the rehearsal, so you don't know what's going on.
No.
This is earth. What's normally this used for, this
Normally a
field?
football field.
Normally a football field, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you could
Solid,
convert and try with this.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, one of those football fields.
Yeah.
But make sure it is solid, because I know the people at home always suspect me. Good grief,
No.
what size are those boots? Be careful.
Big enough.
Big enough, yeah. So, this is earth.
Yes.
Solid.
Terra firma.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
No.
Someone else I want you to meet is a bit prettier than Johnny Morris. It's Debbie McGee. Wobbling all over the place, Debbie, because she's sitting on top of Maureen, an elephant. An Indian elephant with Bobby Roberts. Ooh, there you go. Oh, okay, yes. What do you
Salute.
think? Salute.
Salute, morning salute.
Maureen, salute. Now, can we just get that in there? Open wide.
Good girl.
She loves it. She loves it. How long have you had her?
Since she was about 3 years old.
3 years old. Where'd you get it from?
A zoo.
A zoo?
Yes.
Why?
She was a little bit difficult to handle.
So the zoo couldn't handle us and the circus did.
Yes.
And it's the Roberts Brothers Super Circus. You're
Congratulations.
not normally dressed like this, are you?
No, not normally.
No. I mean, what do you think of this soldier?
Well, we could do a lot with him.
Actually, I was in the Girl Guides.
Yeah, with that dress on, you look like it. Yeah. No. Thanks for coming down, Bobby. Wait, you come down from Scotland?
Yes, all the way from Bonnie, Scotland.
Bonnie, Scotland. How long did it take you?
17 hours. But we had to stop, you know.
Well, I think you'll be going back just a bit faster than that. Would you do me a favour and put Maureen inside the tent?
Good girl, come here.
First pennant. Hut. Second pennant. Hut. Third pennant. Hut.
Hold it tight, fellas. Keep it tight. Don't let it blow down. Now, as you can see at home, as Maureen and Debbie and Bobby all go inside the tent, the tent is closed around like this. And if we could gather around this cannon, gentlemen, I want the people at home to be able to see all the way around the tent. That's very important. We are standing in the middle, remember, of an open field. That's important. And the ground is being checked by Johnny and the Colonel. And now I do this. And the elephant has disappeared. Come over here. Come over here. You're still here. I'm happy to see you're still here. Come on in, gentlemen. You're very welcome. You can do all your stamping around again. Come over here, John. Now, we're back to where we are.
I can smell it.
I know, but don't look up.
No.
Don't look up, because a lot of people think that's where the elephant is. So for the benefit of all the people at home, take it away. No elephant, no tent, just open space. And Johnny,
Yeah.
I have to say it, that's animal magic.
It is. That is great.